This video shows how to replace the DC capacitors, internal cooling fan and heatsink cooling fan on an ODE 3 IP20 frame size 5 as part of the planned maintenance schedule. Place the drive on a flat surface that will prevent damage to the plastics and allow easy access to internal parts. Ensure anti-static precautions are always taken. To remove the cover, use a nylon blade to push the 7 tabs inwards while lifting the cover away from the heatsink. Please note that the display ribbon cable needs to be disconnected before the cover can be fully removed. To remove the ribbon cable, lift it away from the power board. Using a POSI 2 screwdriver, remove the 3 EMC screws. The torque setting is 1 Nm. Use a Torx 25 screwdriver to remove the 8 bus bar screws and lift it away. The torque setting is 4 Nm. Remove the PCB support. Use a Torx 25 screwdriver to remove the 6 filter board screws and lift it away. The torque setting is 4 Nm. To remove the internal cooling fan, disconnect the fan lead and pull the anti-vibration rubbers out, then lift the fan away. Replace the internal cooling fan and anti-vibration rubbers using the parts supplied in the Preventive maintenance kit when rebuilding the drive. Use a Torx 25 screwdriver to remove the 4 DC capacitor screws. The torque setting is 3 Nm. Use a Torx 20 screwdriver to remove the 4 power module pressure plate screws and lift the 2 pressure plates away. The torque setting is 2.3 Nm. The power board can be lifted away from the heatsink and placed on a clean surface. Please note that the heatsink fan cables need to be disconnected before the power board can be fully removed. To disconnect the heatsink fan leads, lift away the lead cover and unclip the leads by pushing in the clip and pulling them apart. Leave the power modules on the heatsink and do not remove them. Use a Torx 20 screwdriver to remove the 8 DC capacitor screws and lift the DC capacitors away from the heatsink. The torque setting is 1.5 Nm. Replace the DC capacitors using the parts supplied in the Preventive maintenance kit when rebuilding the drive. To remove the heatsink fans, remove the fan cover by lifting the tab upwards to unclip it and pull the cover away. Remove the heatsink fans by pulling them away from the heatsink. Replace the heatsink cooling fans using the parts supplied in the Preventive maintenance kit. Rebuild the drive by reverse engineering the previous steps taken. Once any modifications have been completed to the drive, you must ensure the software is updated to the latest version.